breaking and complicated episodes from the Steve Wilkos show. Is my husband security and a heroin addict? And honestly, from the very first moment, this episode hits you in the chest. So the show opens with this woman who's clearly exhausted, not just physically, but emotionally. You can see the stress in her face. She's trying to hold her entire world together while dealing with a husband who works security but is allegedly addicted to heroin. And that combination alone is terrifying. Someone supposed to protect others can't even protect himself. And the way she talks, her voice shakes between love and total fear. What hits me hard is when she explains how many times she tried to help him. She's not angry. She's desperate. She's scared that every night could be his last. And the audience feels it. You can literally see people shaking their heads, some in shock, some in sadness. Then Steve comes in, and you know Steve. He's not here to sugarcoat anything. The moment she mentions drugs and lying, he jumps right into, "Why are you still with him?" mode. And honestly, it's a fair question. You can't help someone who won't help themselves. What struck me is her answer. "I love him. I don't want him to die." That's the rawest part. You realize she's not staying because she's weak. She's staying because she's afraid that if she leaves, he'll spiral even faster. And in that moment, you feel the weight of her responsibility. This episode isn't just drama. It's a real-life crisis unfolding. Now this part of the episode gets even more intense. Steve brings out the husband, and the moment he steps on stage, you can tell something is off. His eyes look distant, his body seems tired, and his energy is completely drained. He swears he's clean, he swears he's doing better, but his whole vibe is telling a different story, and Steve notices instantly. What really shocked me is how defensive he becomes the moment Steve questions him. Instead of reassuring his wife, he acts like the world is against him. But that's what addiction does. It twists everything, makes you think everyone is attacking you even when they're trying to save your life. Then we get to the lie detector segment, the part everyone is waiting for. You can feel the tension through the screen, and his wife looks like she's holding her breath the entire time, just hoping for any sign of truth. But when Steve reads the results, her whole world drops. The test shows deception. He has been using. He has been lying. He is still addicted. And Steve goes off, not to embarrass him, but to shake him into reality. He tells him how dangerous heroin is, how he's destroying not only himself, but the person who loves him the most. And honestly, Steve is right. Tough love is exactly what's needed here. The wife breaks down, and this is the part that hurts. She isn't crying because he lied. She's crying because now she knows the truth. And the truth means things are only going to get worse unless he chooses rehab immediately. My reaction? This episode is a reminder that addiction destroys families, not just individuals. And sometimes, love isn't enough unless the person chooses to fight for themselves.